This episode of the Nerd Corporation podcast may contain spoilers and explicit language. Listener discretion is advised. Welcome to the Nerd Corporation.
What up, everybody? It's Saturday. And you know what that means.
America can breathe again?
Jesus Christ. We're not trying to get too political on this post, but...
Wait, I've been out of the country for a while. How's Trump doing as president?
Did Kanye win?
Yes. At least Kanye probably thinks he won.
60,000 American votes for Kanye West.
Kim Kardashian didn't even vote for him.
4,000 of those.
I was going to say, didn't he get like a good number in Utah? Yeah.
He didn't get any in California.
He got none in his own home state.
My favorite thing was the post that was going around, like, where it was like it was when the points were like 264 to whatever for like a good 3 days, and somebody just shared a post. It's like, it's not looking good for Kanye right?
Well, and that's the thing too, like, I wonder if his family was just going, somebody in California will vote for him, and now they can't be like, no, that was one of mine, I voted, I did.
So they've been like kind of like staying away from him lately.
Oh yeah.
Like he had like a Twitter rant not too long ago about how he's trying to divorce Kim and just like all this wild shit, and so I think everyone's just trying to like...
So does he do meds that he just stops doing now and then? Is that what's going on?
We watched a Joe Rogan episode with him recently, like last week. And also he made a song about it, how he's just like, I'm not taking meds because I'm a superhero and they take away my powers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why not Bradley Cooper and Limitless?
Right.
Yikes.
It's his
really
album.
sad.
It's his album called Ye, and it's a very strange album because it's in that era of the whole racism was a choice thing that he said, and he got a whole bunch of super negative feedback from that, obviously. But it turns out it was, of course, it was taken out of context, and it was just a really stupid thing to say, but it was taken out of context.
Right.
But that album is so fucking weird. I mean, he starts off the album talking about killing Kim. So.
Oh, well, that's,
Took a page out of Eminem's book.
Yeah.
Flag.
He's like, I love myself a lot more than I love you, and I think about killing myself often, so best believe I thought about killing you.
Well, shit.
Damn.
But it's podcast day.
Oh, that!
It is podcast day. Welcome to episode 109. Oh, yeah, one of them. Hashtag not my podcast.
I see what you did there.
He can steal your podcast.
That was in mid-vape, so good. Scratches the throat.
We're just gonna shoot the shit, do a segment of Whatcha Playin, just like we always do. But first, let's get on to the nerd news. Marvel's Avengers cost Sony
hard.
$65 million. I think they projected that the game cost like $100 million to make or whatever, and only sold like 3 million units.
They can't even save it with Spider-Man DLC.
Right?
No.
Fucking... No. And it's true, because the game is fun for like 5 seconds.
Oh, yeah.
And then, like, you don't want to play it anymore. I'll play like one level every time I play that game, and then I'm like, yeah, I'll go play something else.
I mean, like, I'm more excited about playing the old South Park games than it sounds like people are excited about playing that.
Oh, yeah, dude. like the when you were talking to me about playing it, the excitement and, like, the vigor in your voice was 10 times more than anything I would ever say about Avengers. you're like, oh my god, dude, I'm having so much fun replaying the Fractured Butthole.
And I am too. Like, I played which one of the DLCs did I play? Oh, the camp, Lake Titicaca or whatever. Yeah. I played that DLC because I don't think I ever fully played through that
That's
DLC.
where they reintroduced Mintberry Crunch.
Yeah, exactly. Because I played the Casa Bonita one.
That one's good. It's so good.
I love that with the vampires.
The whole game is great.
It is. But yeah, so I finished the game, played that DLC, and I still need to play like the other one or two DLCs that there are for it.
I think I only played the 2.
Yeah.
But I'll have to go
I think the other one is maybe. I think I might be just thinking of the Danger Deck DLC. Like, I don't think it's an actual level.
Yeah.
But
that mobile game was really fun when it first came out.
Phone Destroyer?
Do you remember the old South Park game where you would like throw pea snowballs at people?
Yeah, the one on N64.
Yeah.
I was just thinking about that.
I actually loved that shit out of that game.
There was the racing one,
Mm-mm.
and then there was Chef's Love Shack.
I don't think I played either one of those other two.
Do you know why?
It was just Mario Kart, and then Chef's Love Shack was like a game show type game.
Nice.
Do you guys know why they killed Chef off?
Yeah.
Because he
and
being made fun of for Scientology.
From supposedly one of his I don't know how many kids he has, but one of his kids, if he has more than one, did an interview saying, like, y'all are stupid. He wouldn't have left for that. That statement was made for him by them. So from what if you want to believe him, it sounds like he was kind of forced by Scientology to leave the show, and they were like, yeah, you can't fucking be a part of this. They're making fun of us, and that's the worst thing in the world to us.
Yeah.
And so they put out a thing saying
They're
that he
making
didn't
fun
want
of us,
and
our
but
very true religion.
Exactly.
But it seems like it was really messy too, because they killed him off in a horrible way.
So
and
I
made
don't
him
like
come
who
off
knows.
Like a pedophile.
Maybe there was a thing to it. I don't I'm just saying, like, there are actually two different theories going on. But yeah.
In other news, we lost Sean Connery
and Alex Trebek.
That was today, wasn't it?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Fuck you, 2020.
Fucking.
But also, we love you, 2020.
Yes.
But
now.
Maybe that's the sacrifice the world had to make.
Jesus Christ.
Sean Connery is telling Alex Trebek to suck it in the afterlife.
It's true. They went right at the same-ish time.
Yeah.
That's another thing. I didn't even think about that until just now, about the whole Sean Connery and Alex Trebek dichotomy.
Maybe Alex Trebek was like, oh, hell no, bitch. And so he went chasing him into the afterlife. Because he always one-upped him in real life, so now...
Right, yeah. He goes, before I die, I just want to say, I fucked your mother, Trebek.
And then Trebek was like, I'll show you who fucked whose mother.
Yeah.
So on Tuesday, so 2 days from this recording, we will have the pre-patch event for World of Warcraft.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm stoked. I'm super excited because, we had, the pre-patch was done where they reset talents, dropped everybody to level 50, because they're the max level now is going to be 60 instead of 120. So they dropped everybody back, reset their talents, and started getting all of that stuff into the game, but there was no new content yet. It was just everyone's just stuck at 50. You can't get to level 60, and we're just kind of waiting. But so I'm fucking stoked.
It's kind of sitting there with your dicks in your hands.
Pretty much. I mean, it's good though because it's giving me time to go around and get some achievements done that I needed to get done. But
well, it appears next holiday season we'll have a new Battlefield game.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, confirmed for holiday 2021.
When was the last one? Was it last year?
It was 1.
2017?
No, it was 5.
It was 5.
was it 2017, 2018?
I was thinking 2018.
I think it's 2018. I don't think we had one last year.
Let's.
Yeah, 2018.
Yep. So yeah, we get one in 2021. Dice is saying we've rallied that entire studio around the development of Battlefield, and we've specifically given them an extra year of development because they normally come out like around November, October-ish.
Yeah.
And so we're not going to see one for a minute. Set to release in 2021. Unless the COVID-19 is still fucking shit up. But it hasn't
No
really,
information about what it's about.
Not really. It's just saying
Whether it's
DICE is creating our next Battlefield game with never before seen scale. That doesn't make sense how they said that. Technical advancements of new consoles are allowing the team to deliver a true next-gen vision for the franchise. Yada yada.
So
Nothing on it, so... But it's coming.
with everybody saying, because on the gamer page, people are starting to post their shipping confirmations for their Xboxes and PlayStations. It's making it kind of hard to want to wait.
You'll want to wait.
No, I know, I definitely do, and I will. But it's just making me go, oh
Wait, no, you can just buy one from somebody on launch day for $1,000.
I know, right?
They also aren't selling them
Yeah, they're only
in stores.
No, well, not for launch. Yeah.
It seems like stock is going to be really fucking low for the PlayStation.
Oh, yeah.
Like, there's lots of retailers saying, like, hey, if you didn't get one for pre-order,
You're not
don't
getting
plan
one.
on getting one for the year.
Right.
For the year.
Yeah.
Like, don't plan on for Christmas. Like, if you're thinking that this is like a Christmas toy for little Bobby, it ain't fucking happening.
Yeah.
Bobby can go fuck himself.
Who's getting the PlayStation? Not little Bobby.
Like, this shit's gonna be the Beanie Baby of our generation.
IGN also gave the 2 new gen consoles. I don't want to say next gen because it's now.
Yeah.
Now.
Now, Jen.
Yeah.
Current gen.
Current gen. They gave them both a 8.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Nice. Not bad.
I saw their review for PlayStation, and it was pretty solid.
It's so stupid. Why rate a console?
And they also gave Spider-Man Miles Morales a 9.
Oh, of
Yeah,
course.
see, I am gonna buy for PS4.
Dude, that
Since
animation
I plan
of
on
the Into
waiting.
the Spider-Verse suit was the coolest fucking thing I'd ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
They dropped it all the way to 12 frames per second
That
just for
was
the game.
really cool. It was
Because I'm watching it and
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm in my head at first, I'm just like, oh no, this looks terrible. And then I read into it and I was like, oh, yeah. Oh, okay.
oh okay.
So, speaking of Miles Morales, they're going to have the option in the game for you to have it at true fidelity, 30 frames per second, with ray tracing and lighting effects and all that, or you can have a 60 frame per second option without the ray tracing and the lighting effects. So it sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, that is interesting.
It's going to be interesting to see how well it works.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just excited as fuck to play it.
But yeah, I was happy to see in the trailer how it looks. And it looks like it plays like PS4 Spider-Man.
Yeah.
It looks like it'll still have that joy of swinging through the city and everything.
So no PlayStations till next year, huh?
No.
Not for us.
Yeah.
Well, and I mean, that was my original plan anyway, so, fuck it.
Yeah. I mean, all the money I was going to use for that, I guess I could use to pay my debts or something.
I think we're gonna
That's
wait.
just
Tax.
ridiculous.
I had a we're getting a Mass Effect remastered.
Ah,
Finally.
nice.
Yeah, they finally fucking talked about it.
I know.
Even though it's been leaked 30,000 times. It makes sense. They waited for November 7th to talk about it because, N7 Day.
yeah.
And I don't know. I'm glad those games are finally coming out, and they are talking about making a new one, so it'll be interesting to see where they go with that. franchise, because officially it's fucking dead in the water, if you ask me.
I mean, Andromeda was... Like, I've gone back and played it, and, like, I don't hate it as much now, like, because they...
Were there any good, like, patches? Because I remember when we first bought it, Cole had a very hard time playing it.
Oh, it was rough when it first came out, but, like, I went back maybe a couple months, and I just kind of picked it up to see where I was at, and all the, you know, the dialogue and everything looks just fine, like, they look normal.
So, yeah, like, he couldn't even, like, drive the...
Bus.
Yeah.
The automobiles? I don't know, like, the moon cruisers.
The rover.
Yeah. They were just like... it was really scary.
I mean, I don't know, like...
The game
Cole,
fucking sucks.
like Cole, where you're saying that it's a dead franchise, like, I don't know, maybe that's a good time to bring it back, is, you know, because, like, that just means you have everything open, like, you can just do whatever you want from that point.
The first
you know?
3 games are... I would love to play those again on, like, PS4 or...
Mass Effect 2 is one of the best games
Yeah.
I've ever played. That game is fucking awesome. What I'm really interested to see is how well Mass Effect 1 is going to handle, because that game is...
hard to...
I love that game. Great story, great universe, great, like, almost great everything. That game ran like shit. It played like shit. It was not good in terms of, like, playability and, like, functioning as a fucking AAA video game. God, I have fucking nightmares about the elevator rides in the first game, because it just took so fucking long to do anything at all. But quickly remedied in Mass Effect 2, and it's like one of the most influential games for me. I fucking love Mass Effect 2.
Me too, dude. Like, it's just like I've said every time that we bring up Mass Effect. Like, playing Mass Effect was so fucking cool. Like, it was nothing like its time, and it's where I found my love for Coheed and Cambria, because I played...
Oh, yeah. That's right, you told me that.
I would play Coheed and Cambria while I was playing Mass Effect.
Yes!
And, like, the music seemed to sync up at times while I was playing the game, and I was like, yes!
It was so cool. I saw them once, and it was windy as fuck. And so his hair's just all over. Like, I could not have enjoyed it more. It was so fun.
That.
Dude, I saw them play with Avenged Sevenfold in Salt Lake, and
I think I saw them play with Allison
he
James.
broke out a fucking violin bow and was playing the guitar with it. And that was the coolest thing I'd ever seen.
Just dope. Next
Next to Story of the Year's synced guitar flip when they played into the Warped Tour. That was
Nice.
Yeah, that's rad.
So, piece of news is WandaVision has finally wrapped filming.
Oh, wow.
That doesn't mean we'll get it this year. I mean, it's already November.
It needs to go into post.
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll get it like the first quarter of the year.
That's what I would guess, yeah.
Honestly, I think WandaVision's going to be a sleeper hit. Like,
I think it sounds, I mean, like, with Wanda Maximoff, I mean, where she could, like, the premise of the show just could go anywhere. And I'm really excited for it. I
honestly think people are sleeping
and
on
I really
WandaVision.
like that kind of, like, the 50s aesthetic they're going for, and just kind of, you know.
I agree.
I think it's going to be amazing.
I don't know why, but every time I hear WandaVision brought up, the first thing that pops into my head is that scene from Tommy Boy, where he's like, "Were you watching Sphincter Vision?"
Yeah, I think WandaVision is going to take a lot of people by surprise.
Yeah, I think so too.
Because on paper, it's like the weakest looking show out of all of them. But I honestly think that this show is going to be fucking phenomenal. I'm so ready for
super, like, clever name, too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just, you think, oh, WandaVision, but then it's like, they're both in it, so it's like, you know.
Speaking of comic books and stuff, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: The Last Ronin issue 1 popped last week.
Did you end up getting it?
I found a copy on eBay for like $30. Yeah.
Jeez.
And
more than any manga that Cole
Yeah.
has ever purchased.
Damn.
because I went over to Heebie Jeebies and they were completely out. and I went to some other bookstore and they were out too, and so I was like, fuck it. So I started looking online, and they were already gouging these prices, $1,200, $550.
Well, I think it's just sort of an extension of what's gone on with things like Funko collecting, where the second something drops, if it's a Funko store exclusive or anything like that, you can go on there the second it drops and it's already gone, and immediately look, and people are selling it for ridiculous prices.
I love that picture that people shared that was going around where it's like, it's confirmed that it's Mikey, and then you look at the picture and all of them behind him are ghosts, so they have no color.
Yeah.
And then there's a dark shadow cast over the one bent over, which you also can't see the color of the mask. So it's like, how does this confirm anything?
I think that people have already read it.
That could be it too, but just I was looking at the picture and I'm like, this doesn't confirm shit.
Yeah.
Like the reason that this arc is so sought after, I think, are because it's Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird, who are the original creators of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So they're just coming back for this 5-issue arc. So I think it's just like, holy shit, you know, it's got to be good. And so yeah, I found my copy for $30, and it's a first print.
Damn.
So
you're probably gonna want to buy another one that you can actually read.
Oh, I'm just gonna find it digital and read it. like I just want.
Well, and if it is Mikey, that makes it even cooler that in my what was it, BAM box, I got an autographed, picture that was done by Mikey from the cartoon.
That's pretty cool.
Dude, I can't believe that when I got mine, I got the fucking autographed Lifeline from Apex Legends pop. Like, I
nice.
I was like, and it was in a protector and everything, and I was like, oh my god, dude.
Yeah, no, see, and that's cool. I don't, are they still doing autograph pops for all of them? Because they only do that here and there.
Because I keep seeing ads, and I only sub to that one because I wanted to get the gamer one, but, like, I saw an ad where, like, Mario Lopez was signing a bunch of Saved by the Bell shit. So, I mean, I think they'll just do, like, an autographed something.
Well, yeah, no, it's always, there's always autographs in there, but usually, like, both of the boxes that I got, neither one of them had a figure of any kind in it.
Oh, okay.
It was just signed prints and things like that. And so you just kind of have to watch. Like, Bambox seems good. I don't want to, like, denigrate it or anything, but, like, it seems like you kind of just want to watch the subscriptions, and they'll tell you if this particular box comes with a pop or whatever. And if it does come with a pop, as far as I understand it, the pop is always the autograph, one of the autographed items.
Yeah. So
you just kind of have to watch it, because I mean, prints are awesome, but where am I going to put all of these goddamn prints? Like, I've got way too many. I've got way too many already.
I recently just finished like hanging up and framing all of the ones I have from Comic-Con. And, like, I'm looking at my wall, and it's like, well, I can't get any more, because there's nowhere to put them.
Yeah. He's already put all the prints up. There's no more prints he can put up. But no, like, I started framing mine, and I need to go through, like, now that I've got this whole, I guess mobile closet, if you want to call it that, in my room, I need to go through all of the shit in my dresser, because my dresser, it's like one of those really like long dressers, so I can't fit it downstairs, so I haven't bothered to transfer anything, because there was nowhere to put it. But now that there is, I can kind of go through all that and make sure of all the frame sizes I need and all that jazz.
That's what I had to do, and I maybe spent like $25 for all my frames, like at Walmart. I just bought the least inexpensive ones.
Yeah.
Johnny Depp has lost his lawsuit with Amber Heard.
He lost the lawsuit?
He lost,
he did.
And in result...
How insane is that?
And in result, he has been asked to leave Fantastic Beasts.
Oh.
How the fuck did he lose?
So
Why?
he is being recasted.
It's a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah.
And, I mean, not that the second...
Everything that I ever heard was that the Amber Heard chick was the one that was...
Oh, no, yeah.
But usually... it's in favor of.
But she's a woman.
And also, like, so they've gone ahead and, you know, already said that Amber Heard will be appearing in the Zack Snyder cut. Like, she'll be shooting stuff for the Zack Snyder cut. And
Trump's America.
And fuck Johnny Depp, who did nothing wrong.
I know.
And
it
by
makes
the way,
me sick, honestly, because Johnny Depp is one of my most favorite people
and
alive.
not that I planned on watching Fantastic Beasts 3 because 2 was a shit show.
They are all bad. If we're being for real,
you know what, I liked the first one though, just because like it was something I wanted to see.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like,
because it's like, a continuation of the Harry Potter world.
Exactly.
But also, there's that little bit. It's like J.K. Rowling. Now.
Yeah,
for me,
and now so like with J.K. Rowling and her bullshit, and then Johnny Depp being kicked off the show.
It's just like, why
now I'm absolutely not going to bother watching that. And I know a lot of people, they're going to lose a shit fuck of money because of what they're doing.
A whole shit fuck.
A whole shit fuck.
A metric shit fuck.
It's true.
She pooped in his bed.
A shit fuck times.
It's a shit fuck storm.
The drink fucking shit got introduced and it's fucking gross.
Shit fuck stack.
Did you guys ever see that commercial? I can't remember what it was for, but it was like, I shipped the bed. I shipped my sheets. Like, I can't remember what it was, but it was so funny. I have some anime news, but you
Nudes?
guys don't.
What?
Yes!
Some anime news, but you guys don't want to hear it.
I guess
Because it's not anime, it's manga.
What's the manga news? It's not that we don't want to hear it, it's that the corporation
I
needs
will
to
be
hear it.
plugging my ears.
Okay.
I don't know if it'll even...
And I want to hear it.
Should I? It's
I can't-
about
I-
my
yeah,
hero,
I still
that
can't hear
thing that we talked
Oh
about.
no,
I shouldn't talk
that's
about
a
it.
big no. That's a big no.
But it's...
It might be something that we talk about separately, but
Can we, like, give, like, a warning to, like, the listeners who, like, may
a
not want...
huge fan theory was confirmed about My Hero.
See, but I don't want to hear it either.
It's kind of fucking cool though.
I know, but I don't want to know.
It's kind of fucking
Okay,
cool.
we won't go there,
We
but
won't go there,
it's
but-
really, really cool. Eddie, I'll message it to you.
I'm still in like the 3rd season, so I'm pretty sure I don't want to hear it either.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, before we get into the next segment, we just wanted to ask you that if you're watching us on YouTube or any other service that you like, favorite, subscribe, comment, get us to the front of any of these platforms' algorithms so that we show up and people want to listen to us.
Get us on that
Share us with your friends.
recommended YouTube front page.
Yeah.
Hell, if you don't like us, share us with your friends you don't like.
Yeah.
And then, like, they'll have to listen to us.
But it is now time for a segment of What Are You Playing? Whatcha Playin?
What are you playing?
What are you playing?
For those of you that don't know, this is a segment of the show where we go around the table and talk about the games we're playing, what we like about them, what we don't like about them, if we like them or not. So we will start with Angela. What you playing?
So I finished Super Mario 64 and Sunshine on the new Mario 3D All-Stars. Both are really good games. They hold up really well. I don't like the controls, the camera in 64. Yeah, it's awful.
So bad.
But it's still good. So, and I continued into the Mario 3D All-Stars game and started Galaxy 1. That game is impossible to play in handheld. It has to be on the dock, and it is such a pain because I'm not much of a dock person. I'm very, like, on the go.
Yeah.
Not into docking.
Yeah, well, and usually
Not at all.
Cole's a TV hog, so I have to, I have to keep
How
that
do
in
you
mind.
feel about docking,
She
Cole?
says she's not into docking, but she's pretty into docking.
For those of you that don't know.
You think?
Go ahead and Urban Dictionary that.
It's probably a few definitions.
That's going into the description. Follow the nerds as they talk about nerd news, docking, and what games they're playing.
So yeah, I haven't played that in a while because it made me really mad to know that I couldn't play it continuously in handheld mode.
Is it that it's hard, or you just literally can't?
It's the motion controls are a little.
So
wonky
that game
and,
was on the Wii,
Yeah.
and so you needed the Wiimote to like
Oh.
this and that.
But they replaced it with like the touchscreen, didn't they? Well, I know that that's one way that you can control it. Is that like for example, when you're trying to grab like the little dots to move up, like when you're in the bubble.
I haven't gotten that far because it made me mad when I couldn't just like get the stars.
Yeah.
You have to take your right Joy-Con off your console and swing it around like a Wiimote.
That's also a touchscreen thing where you can like grab the bits with the touchscreen.
Well, I didn't know that. Okay, I guess I'll go back to it and figure it out.
I'm not saying that it's any better
I'll just
though,
be over
because
here fucking myself.
you're still taking your hand off of the controller to
Right,
do that, and
like
they
I
I don't like
should've-
that either. It seems like
They
Galaxy
should've-
might be a docked thing for me too.
Yeah, they should have figured something out. But besides that, I went back to Animal Crossing for the Halloween event. They have mushrooms now too, so you can make your island all cottagecore with cute mushrooms
Can
everywhere.
you trip the fuck out in Animal
I
Crossing?
hope
though?
so.
No, unfortunately not.
That'd be so fucking cool.
But yeah, and then I've also played a whole lot of Fall Guys and Among Us.
Nice. Before we move forward, I have one more piece of news. Bug Snacks is the free game for PS
is it?
Plus in November and December.
And you can claim it without having a PS5.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so
Can you play it without having a PS?
Mhm.
No.
That's the fucking point then.
for when you get a PS5,
I'm
yeah,
not gonna get one.
So you'll have that and Miles Morales.
Oh, good. So I'll have 3 games to play to get a PS5.
next year.
Come
Anyway,
tag season.
right, tax season. That's when I'm planning to buy mine.
Besides that, I finally finished My Hero Academia. I'm all caught up, waiting for the new season. I started a series called Bloom Into You, which is really good, highly recommend. And I'm still watching Yashahime. The new English dub episode came out with the returning cast from the original Inuyasha series. They have very much aged poorly. They have not reprised their roles very good, but it's still nice to know that they were hired back on.
That was in the 90s when Inuyasha came out.
So the first series of Inuyasha came out then, and then in 2007, I believe, and it ended in 2011. The second part of the series aired. But yeah, I mean, like, it's okay. Like, there's not, like, a huge difference, but it's like,
Right.
they definitely don't sound like as young as they used to, I guess. But
yeah.
it's a really good series too. Like, if you're an Inuyasha fan, continue to watch the Yashahime series.
Nick?
I've been drinking.
Yoshi. Yoshihara.
Yoshinoya.
Yoshimitsu.
Yoshinoya
the
Beefball.
Yobagoya.
Stop playing as Yoshimitsu.
Yobagoya.
I'm so glad you made that reference.
Yoshimitsu is so fucking unfair. Stop playing as him. God damn it.
Anyway.
Tanuki Mario, my greatest enemy.
Nick, what you playing?
Apex Legends just came out on Steam, which is huge because I fucking hated having
Wait a
Origin
minute,
on my
it
PC.
just came out on
for
Steam?
for Season 7.
We pre-ordered the new iPhones.
Ooh.
A little bit of technology news, I guess.
Yeah,
We're very
just got
excited.
charged for it.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good. I'm glad.
Nick, what else are you playing?
Apex Legends again because Season 7 came out and it simultaneously released on Steam, and then I splurged a little bit and I bought the Champion Pack that gives you like everybody to play as, and it's really cool because I immediately recognized one of the new characters, Rampart. She's the voice actress. I know her name's Anjali something, but she's Symmetra from Overwatch. And I was like, oh shit, that's Symmetra. And so I've been playing that just like all the time, basically. Still playing through Pillars of Eternity. that game, the DLC that I'm in is fuck off impossible for me right now. Like, I don't know if I'm just not high enough level or if, like, my party's not using the right stuff, but... And then I've been playing Resident Evil 4 on the Switch.
Nice.
Super sucked back into that. Like, that's a non-stop, and then I started playing No More Heroes 2, and that game is fucking... That's a game.
Both of those games, No More Heroes and No More Heroes 2, both came out on the Switch this last week, right?
Yeah.
I've been thinking about, because I've never played...
They're on sale right now.
Oh, fuck.
$18 a piece.
Speaking of Nintendo and sales, I forgot to say another game that I have been playing. There was a huge Halloween, like, horror sale on Nintendo this past week, and I bought this game called Speed Dating for Ghosts. And it is so cool. It's like $4, and on sale it was like $2. And it's a Steam game that got ported over to Switch, and it's like kind of really spooky, but also like it has like an Undertale vibe. It's really good. Highly recommend.
Hell yeah. What else have I been playing? I've just been playing through Red Dead 2 again on PC, because I can't stop playing that game on PC, because I just fucking maxed everything out and I can still play it, so I'm very happy.
Yeah.
And then Phasmophobia, of course.
See, I
want to play that
really
game
want to
so
play
bad.
it. How much is it on Steam?
Like $12 or $13.
It's not bad.
Fuck.
It's not bad at all.
It's very early access. So.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it still looks really cool.
Well, and
like,
it sounds like that's like the appeal, though. It sounds like they're not going to be like updating too much, because
some of the stuff they really should.
Oh yeah, like the AI for sure, but
like the fact that when you hold shift, you just briskly walk. You don't like run. You just walk a little bit faster. So like when you're trying to get the fuck out of a room, the ghost is hunting, and you're just like, all right.
Let's.
But no, that game is really fun. There's like different places that you can hunt depending on how many people. Like there's just these houses, and then there's an asylum and a school that will take forever if you don't have like 4 people in your party.
Yeah, and like each one has. Well, I mean, like there are different difficulties that you can find for each type of level and stuff, right?
Yeah, so like depending on what you choose, it'll tell you if it's like amateur, or like intermediate, or whatever.
And if it recommends more than like any type of
I
amount
really,
of players.
I really think we should all get it and squad up.
Oh, it's so fun. Like, and
I haven't seen any gameplay of the asylum, but I've seen a lot of the school and of like the farmhouse.
Me and my friend.
I haven't seen the farmhouse, but I've seen the other two.
Me and my friend, we had 3 of us, and we went into the asylum with absolutely nothing but like an EMF and a thermometer, and it's like, okay, last one alive wins. And we just split up, and I think I was streaming the game at this time, and like I had all my lights off, and I was just fucking like, and I think I wandered around for like 40 minutes, and then I finally like walked back to the exit, and they were both standing there, and I'm just like, I don't know where they're at, so we just like decided to call it. But there was a round I was playing where I was playing with I was playing with my one of my Valorant buddies. And we were playing with another random guy that was watching me stream, and he joined in, and we were doing a hunt, and I was like in the kitchen, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna set up the recorder, and I called out the ghost's name just for the fuck of it, and I set the video camera down, and in my headset I just heard this, hey, and I fucking like shot up in the air. I was like, motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm so into the idea.
I know,
of
I
this
am so
games.
here for it. I want it so
It's
bad.
really, really fun. So yeah, I definitely recommend it.
Yeah, I'll buy it, and we'll have to squad up for sure.
Yeah.
We'll have to figure out a night.
That's pretty much what I'm playing now.
We only have a MacBook, so I don't think that Cole or I could do that, but
Should.
soon.
Should, very should. Very should. End of the month.
Ooh!
Yeah, I'm just buying fucking everything, dude. I'm hoping that I'm hoping that I'll be able to get, because I'm probably going to end up going with the newer gen Ryzen CPUs that literally just came out.
Yeah, they just dropped.
Hopefully they're available. They're not available right now, obviously. But I'm thinking mid-tier, like a 5600.
Is that something you can pre-order, or...?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I'm so new to the PC world, I don't
Yeah.
think pre-ordering anything really is a thing.
Oh, okay.
And if it is...
all the
Small things?
processors and graphics cards that like just came out are extremely hard to find.
There's a
Like the whole price gouging is going on with those too. Like some guys.
Oh, it's disgusting.
So
Fucking
with
hate people.
with Nvidia, they have the 70, 80, and 90 that came out, I think.
Mhm.
And the 90 is the most expensive one. That's $1,200.
Fuck.
And some
Wait a
dude,
minute, the NVIDIA one?
yeah,
The NVIDIA one's $1,500.
or 15.
Wow.
Sorry, that's what I meant.
Yeah,
to say.
the 3090 is $1,500 fucking dollars.
And I saw some guy on the gamers page like Snapchat screenshot his Venmo, and somebody paid him $1,200 for a 3070, and I was like,
Jesus,
"You
fuck,
piece of shit."
fuck you, dude.
Yeah.
Whoever you are, go fuck yourself, bro. Like, dude, this is disgusting because these new fucking prices come out, and these things, like, a little bit of context for these things. The highest end that you could buy was a 2080, right? Or besides the Titan, but we're not talking about the
2080
Titan.
Ti probably.
The
That's-
2080 Ti was like a $1,300 card base, right? And then they have this fucking event where they come out and they say, hey, our lowest end card that we're doing today is stronger than a 2080 Ti. And it's $500 fucking dollars.
Wow.
Less than half the price of this card.
Yeah.
Okay? And then they have this other one that's double the power of a 2080 Ti with their 3080, and it's like what, $700?
$700.
So everyone's like, Jesus fucking Christ! Everyone that just bought a 2080 Ti's like head just fucking exploded
Yeah.
20 seconds ago. Like, these things are insanely priced. Like, and
Yeah.
these are great fucking prices for these
Yeah.
things. And of course, they're gone
Yeah.
instantaneously. They're on eBay in 5 fucking seconds for like 13.
5 times the amount.
It's disgusting.
There
And
were-
dude,
there were
those
places
fucking
using like shopping bots to like
Yeah.
pick them up as soon as they went on.
Well, and it's not only just then, it's every single time they become available.
Yeah.
It's like they have bots. Like, it's like these people have nothing fucking better to do. They just sit there and wait until they eventually, because I've been on stocktracker.com every fucking day since the release. Hasn't the 3080's been out for like 2 months?
Yeah.
And it's not,
September.
it's impossible to find. These cards are impossible to find. So it makes someone like me trying to build my fucking PC, it sucks ass because I'm sitting here going like, well, damn, I really want to just build a PC, and I'm like, okay, well, why don't I just go buy like an older card? Like I could totally get by with a 2070 or something like that. No, I mean, it's hard as fuck because that card is being sold for $900 fucking dollars, and a brand new one, if I could find one, is being sold for $7.
Yeah.
So like I'm paying $200 extra for a card that's nowhere near the fucking power that I'm getting in this other one. It's so frustrating to see this shit.
there's some heavily rumored news that Razer is doing a Sanrio collab. And so Cole and I have been like planning out like our PC build ups.
Razer
Builds?
just came out with their own gaming
Builds.
chair, and it actually looks really fucking
A baby
rad.
chair.
Gaming.
Oh, gaming chair.
No, I mean,
I thought you said a baby chair.
Razer for my fucking kid.
Yeah, right. I buy a baby raisin.
Do car seats and like all sorts of shit.
RGB car seats.
Fucking big ass green horns that come out of the back of the car seat. Cole, what you playing?
So, Hades,
Oh,
fucking amazing game.
such a good game.
Yeah, and that game plays so well on the Switch, dude. Oh, it's
I
ridiculous.
bought it when it was in early access on Epic,
Okay.
and I had a coupon, so I paid I think $8 for it,
Yeah.
and just the voice acting is my favorite part of the game.
Oh, it's
so
phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yeah, the production and everything that went into this game is really great, and that is why I keep going back. Is just the voice acting, the characters. So it's Supergiant, right?
Yeah.
It's the same guys that made Transistor and Bastion and all these games. It's isometric, so it's top down. It's a roguelike, so you get so far, you die. It's really hard. You get so far, you die, you come back, and then like you do like little incremental upgrades every time you die. But then there's also like buffs that you'll get during a run per se.
You're basically Hades' kid.
Zangrius.
Yeah, I can't remember his name, and you're basically trying to get out of hell, and you have to fight your way through like the different levels. Like, first level you have to fight Megara. She's like the boss, and then you go up and you fight the Hydra, and then I haven't got past the Minotaur. Like,
I beat the Minotaur once, and then for some reason I just can't beat him again.
yeah.
Like, oh yeah. But what's really cool is that like all the buffs that you get are different Greek gods.
Nice.
Yeah, so there's like Athena and I'm really dumb, so I can't tell you all of them.
Dionysus. Poseidon.
Poseidon's. Poseidon's your uncle. So he's like, "Hello, nephew." It's really fucking good, dude. It's funny, it's charming, and Zangrius is an amazing person to play as. It's kind of and obviously the combat is something that you come back for time and time again because it's just so much fun. It seems really kind of shallow when you first start playing it because you get your ass kicked when you first start playing it, but once you start like upgrading like little, like more and more, it turns into be something really great.
You have different weapons, and then your different god or goddesses buffs will do different things to the weapons, and then you can unlock more weapons and so on. It's really fun.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that game's rad as fuck. Also playing Resident Evil 4 on my Switch. Really kind of bummed they didn't include some kind of Wii motion support.
Yeah.
I still hold on to that belief that the Wii version of Resident Evil 4 is the definitive way to play that game, just because it's so much fucking fun. And the Wii support, the motion support is it's like revolutionary for that game. And
I wish that you could have it docked and do that with the Joy-Cons.
Well, and you know that it's possible because that's what they do with Mario Galaxy. So it's really interesting that they didn't go with that. Because it would have been just like a nice little tidbit to separate it from all of the other HD releases, because it really is just the exact same game. And if you're really going for like fidelity's sake, like the PS4 version is obviously, or the Xbox version is the best one to do. RE4 is really great on the Switch. 60 frames per second, which feels really weird on the Switch. I don't know why, but it just feels so odd to me. Even though it's totally possible, and that game is old as fuck, so like, why wouldn't it? But yeah, it's fucking great. I love that game a lot, and it still holds up so well. And then what else am I playing?
RE2.
I didn't play anything on the PS4.
You were playing the original RE2 on the PS3.
Yeah, I broke out the old PS3 and started playing the original RE2. God damn, those tank controls are hard, bro.
Oh my god.
It's so ridiculous. But once, it feels very alien. Because once you get it down, you're like, oh, okay, this is just how I control my character. Like, I'm doing the cannon run, so I'm doing Claire first, and then I'm doing Leon B. And, goddamn, Leon's campaign is so much more fun in the old game than it is in the new game. Like, Leon's campaign, you get an upgrade for your pistol, so it's basically exactly the same as the remake. Except for I feel like the upgrades in the original game are so fucking cool. Because you upgrade the pistol, it feels great, it decimates fucking zombies. And the super shotgun in that game is ridiculous, dude. And the sound design behind that shotgun blast is orgasmic, dude. Oh, it's so great. And it's crazy to think that like this game holds up as well as it does, considering it was like a very beginning of that generation title. But it holds up, man. And I can't wait. I'm going to buy RE3 and do the same thing, because I never actually played all the way through RE3 on the original one. So, and that's actually one of the ventures I was saving for my PC, but I just couldn't wait any longer because I really, really wanted to play the game. Is I'm going to do the whole Dolphin emulator and get the GameCube versions of those games and then like mod them up so they look better and everything. But yeah, those games are fucking fun, man. They hold up.
Speaking of alien controls, you also played Alien Isolation.
Yeah, I fucking shelved that game really quickly. It really just pissed me off because, and I went into it in the episode before this one, but I got really tired of like sulking around the fucking alien, and then I run up to this door that you have to do this puzzle for, and there's no way to cancel out of the. I'm sure you can cancel out of the puzzle itself, but like once you open the door, like there's this long animation of you opening the door. And it was plenty of time for the alien to be like, oh, a door is opening, and then fucking runs over to the door and then kills me.
Yeah,
it literally happened like 5 times in a row, no shit, and then I was like, okay, click, I'm done with this game.
Yeah,
like,
the alien AI seemed like way too intelligent for like.
And normally, I'd be like, oh, this is really cool, but like it just got to the point where it's frustrating as fuck. Because I'd go into a room, hide, wait for it to leave, and then I'd like slowly start making my way out, and then it would fucking find its way back in, and so I had to run back into my fucking thing.
Derek?
Well, so I kind of fell off on Fall Guys pretty hard. Like, I mean, I would still totally be into it, but unless I'm squatting up with friends, like I couldn't.
It's just an easy game to play when you're just like
vegging out, like yeah.
I can usually pick it up, play it for maybe like 45 minutes to an hour.
Right.
Like, okay.
Yeah, that's about enough of that for now. Like,
I keep losing. It's fine.
So I've been playing WoW, like I said earlier. I've been catching up on some of the achievements that I need to get, that I've been wanting to get done. So like that's good. I've been playing the Fractured But Whole. What else? I'm definitely gonna have to go and buy and download Phasmophobia for sure, so we can play that. Let's see. Oh, I haven't, but I really also want to go ahead and buy the 3D All-Stars.
It's really. I would recommend it for Sunshine alone.
Yeah. Because
that game handles really well on the Switch, and it doesn't seem aged.
Yeah.
Apart from the voice acting, that game is 10 out of 10.
Yeah. Okay. And did you do physical copy or just digital?
Yeah,
okay.
I did physical.
We got both of them.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Yeah. I don't know. It seems to be pretty widely available on physical.
And I would
make sure
do
you
it
get
soon,
it.
too,
Yeah.
because come March, they're going to completely, Disney vault it, basically.
Okay. Right.
Physical and digital.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tend to buy physical, so I'll just go and grab that.
Yeah. It's, highly recommend. It's
what is it, like
good.
60?
It is
60 bucks.
Because, it's 3 games. And
Right.
also the soundtracks, which is really cool to me.
Yeah.
But, definitely do that.
Sweet. Let's see, what else? What else am I playing?
What else are you playing?
What are you playing?
I don't think I'm playing really anything else at the moment. I need to catch up on a bunch of shows. What else? Now that I've also kind of... I went and bought a few pieces of furniture, so I've put my bookshelf together, so now I can go back and finish the book that Cole gave me, which I've been wanting to do, but it's been in a box along with all my other books. So I need to do that. But yeah, so I really haven't been playing too much else at the moment.
I forgot to mention, as far as shows go, I watched the last season of Schitt's Creek because it's on Netflix, and
That's right.
it
I haven't
is
watched that
a
either.
emotional roller coaster. And then I watched the documentary afterwards because they did a documentary on the last season, and it was like everyone was just in tears, and I'm sitting here like, oh no, and the coolest part about it, the most wholesome part, was they were sitting around a table and I can't remember any of their real names except for Daniel and Eugene Levy.
Yeah.
But the chick that plays Twyla, like, yeah, we got this letter from a Facebook mom group from Facebook or whatever, and he starts reading it, and it's basically just saying, hey, thanks for playing the character that you played. You've given all of our kids, like, hope or whatever.
Yeah.
And he's just like, oh god, I'm sitting here like, I'm like, no.
Because, like, don't the dad and son, like, didn't they create and write it and all that?
Yeah, like, they're the creators.
Yeah,
so, like,
okay.
Yeah, so Eugene and Daniel, like, wrote
Right,
the show.
okay.
Speaking of documentaries, HBO Max has a South Park documentary that's a couple years old, but it's called 6 Days to Air. It's only 40 minutes long, but it is so good.
Nice.
Like,
I think I actually watched that, because that sounds extremely familiar.
yeah, it's really, really good, and if you're a South Park fan, I recommend that you watch it.
Because they create the whole episode in a week
yep.
and air it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just on the subject of documentaries, if you've never seen the Funko documentary, absolutely watch that.
On Netflix, right?
Yes, it's called Making Fun, and it's like it's so heartwarming. It's fucking beautiful. I love it. It's great.
There's one that we're probably
and Zack
gonna
Ryder's
watch.
on it too.
Oh, nice.
I would also recommend watching The Last Dance if you haven't watched that documentary yet.
The Last Dance.
It's about the
Chicago
90s
Bulls.
Chicago Bulls.
Oh,
It's
okay.
really phenomenal.
Okay.
I would
Because
also-
isn't there just a movie called The Last Dance?
I
too,
would also
thought?
recommend watching, what's the one? Out of Plain Sight, the one that was... Since we're talking about documentaries. Sorry, I'm just naming them.
There's one that I really want to watch called Grey Gardens. It came out in the 70s, and it's basically just about these... they're like these sole inhabitants of a Long Island estate, and they just... It's basically Hoarders before Hoarders was a thing.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
There was one episode of Hoarders that I watched back when I was in high school in psychology class. And I think the episode was called Augustine. Like, that was, like, the person who they, like, made the episode about.
Yeah.
But they went through her house and they found 6 dead cats just, like, fused to the floor.
Oh,
It was
God.
It was wild. Oh, and they found her dentures. They found so much shit.
That's
in
what's
her
crazy
house.
about hoarders, because, like, the only difference between hoarders and collectors is that hoarders collect things that have no value.
And garbage, yeah. Yep.
Like, that's it. That's
Yep.
the only difference. But yeah, and of course, you know, some I don't know if I should say most, but collectors I think tend to, you know,
Be a little bit more cleanly.
not
and
necessarily
organized.
Yeah, I was gonna say organized
Yes.
more than necessarily
Hey, don't speak
cleanly.
for all of us, okay? Don't speak for all of us.
I mean, those have some amount of organization.
Those are stacked.
Yeah,
That's what he's saying, though, is
I know,
he's
just fucking around.
but yeah,
chaotic organization, if you will.
That's a lot, dude. That's a fucking lot, man.
well, I mean,
Then
you've
it's over
seen
there.
my Funko room, which I need another shelving
Okay,
unit
but
for.
yours is cool, though. So I was going to ask you, so is it that like a cold storage or like a pantry
Well,
type
no,
situation?
because there is a cold storage pantry down in the room that I was thinking of using originally, but I was like, you know what, this room, it's just concrete, nothing but concrete, and it's on an outer wall of the house,
Right.
so I was like,
Water
this,
damage.
yeah,
and
this
stuff like
might
that could
this
happen.
might be a little, you know, damp. I don't feel good about putting them in here, and so I was going. So then, you know,
Moist.
that's that's when I decided to use that other room, and it's worked out really well. Plus, the cool thing about that, because it's like just this little alcove or whatever, but then it expands out into the room where the furnace is, and the furnace is, you know, far at one end of the room. So I could potentially just keep putting shelves up around, like all the way around the goddamn room, and just have this giant Funko cave,
I love
which
that.
would be really fucking cool.
Eddie, what are you playing?
I'm playing a few things. Finally got a Maximus this week.
Nice. Are you still
It's
up
like
one
an
a
old-
week?
Yeah, so right now.
It's like an old couple saying that they finally had sex again.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, we finally did it.
We finally got around
You're
to
still
it.
going.
I thought I had lost my mojo, but I got it back this week
Good.
with vigor. I'm playing that. I'm going on my platinum run for Tony Hawk.
Nice.
I just finished the get all stats for a pro skater, which apparently doesn't work if you have a create a skater.
Really?
So I went down and got all the stats from every level that I missed, and then I didn't get a trophy. And I was like, fuck. And so I had to use, I think it was Nigel Houston or whatever that I used.
It's so scary when, like, you know you did something and the trophy doesn't pop. You're like, why is it popping?
The trophy I'm working on right now is unlocking Jack Black's character, Officer Dick.
Oh, yeah?
But you have to do, like, a whole bunch of fucking
You
shit.
have to do like, it's like I want to say it's like 100,000 point combo, like on every level or some shit like that.
No, it's like you have to do certain things. Like there's Derek was watching me last night. I had to get a 45,000 in Philly. I had to get a 45,000 point combo that involved 2 reverts and then doing a manual gap. And I was just like, what the fuck? And I ended up doing it, but it was just like, fuck. And so now I think I have to earn 100,000 points in some level or whatever.
Jesus Christ.
There's one trophy that I'm like hella scared about, like that I think I won't be able to get, and you have to get a 99.9
On the competitions?
on one of the competitions.
I've gotten the 96 before.
Yeah, 96 was the highest I'd ever gotten. It was like a 96.7.
And that was when I was just the other night playing Burnside, and I got like a 280,000 point run, and I was like, if you don't fucking put me in first,
yeah,
I'm gonna fucking uninstall this game.
right. And so like it's crazy because like to get the 99.9, like of course you have to get all fucking crazy, but if you bail even once, like it's over.
Yeah.
Like you can't even, like you just have to start the fucking competition over. So I'm playing that. I am going through the Telltale Walking Dead series. So I started season 1. I just finished episode 2.
Clementine.
I love those fucking games so goddamn much.
Yeah, I forgot to mention that I'm doing the second season, I guess, of the Batman Telltale games.
Oh, nice.
Where the Riddler comes out.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you get like the Joker later on. And that's good shit too.
That's rad. Yeah, so I'm playing through that. Having a really great time. I'm playing it on Xbox because I got all the trophies for it on PlayStation, so I'm just getting the achievements for Xbox. And then, what else am I playing? The Hunter, Call of the Wild. I'm still dabbling in that.
Yeah.
Just catching me some deer or some bear every once in a while.
Catching me some deer. Going out and getting some deer.
Mm-hmm. You know, fucking. I started reading Chew again.
Oh.
When I mentioned it to you guys. So I started reading that again, and that comic's super fun. When I get my TMNT in the mail, like I'm just gonna fucking frame it because I'm gonna find a digital copy here somewhere.
Yeah.
Because I'm not about to open it. If it's a first print and it was only $30,
No
dude.
way. Yeah.
Like,
It's in the sleeve and everything?
I think so. Yeah. So I should be getting that next Saturday, and I'll tell you how that is.
Did you guys watch the animated series for that show where, like, the end of the song was like, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Anybody? Okay. I'm glad I'm not the only one.
I mean, I watched the animated series. Is that just the normal one? Or?
No, not the
I think
like
there's
old
a
one.
few different ones.
Yeah, there's a few of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I watched the old 90s one.
Yeah, because the old 90s one just had the theme in guitar at the end.
Teenage Mutant
Ninja Turtles.
I'm watching the OA. Have you guys seen that show?
I've heard about it.
It's a really good show.
On Netflix.
Yeah, it's a super, super good show.
Phyllis is on that show, isn't she?
Yeah.
Is she?
There's this girl who'd been missing for years. She just turns up, and she doesn't know anything. She kind of like gets her memory back or whatever. I think I may be saying it wrong, but she returns and she doesn't go by her name. She goes by the OA, and she tells the story of where she's been for the last 7 years. And she had been taken captive by a man who was studying people who have had near-death experiences. So when she was a little girl, she had a near-death experience and went blind.
Oh, fuck.
And when she came back 7 years later, she could see.
What the fuck?
And it's cool because it talks about like the afterlife, and it talks about like what they go through during their near-death experiences. It's a really cool show. It's a really cool show. But that's all I'm playing and watching and reading. So that concludes our episode. Thank you guys, as always, for listening. If you're on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe. Get us to that recommended page.
And share that shit.
As always, you can follow us on social media.
On Facebook at The Nerd Corporation, a podcast.
On Twitter and Instagram at Nerdcore Podcast.
Or you can shoot us an email at nerdcorppodcast@gmail.com.
And if you haven't already, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Search the Nerd Corporation and look out for our green NC logo.
And if you want to learn a little more about docking, subscribe to our Patreon.
Shoot me a message. I'll tell you more.
Subscribe to our Patreon, patreon.com/nerdcorepodcast. Several tiers of loot to have access to, from stickers and shirts to extra episodes and bonus content. We'd like to thank our Nerd Corporate backers, Anna Turkel, Jake Hurst, Glenn the Simp, and Fillmore McLaurin. Our Nerd Financial investors, Miss Marie and Kim Nichols. Thanks, Mom.
Thank you, Mom.
And our Chief Nerd Financier, Misty Anderson. If you can't make a monthly contribution, consider supporting us on PayPal, paypal.me/Nerdcorp Podcast. We want to have the best loot, best equipment, best everything to give you guys the nerdiest experience possible, and that's one of the best ways to do it.
We should just put the definition of docking on our Patreon so that people can see it when they subscribe.
Exactly.
Just a screenshot of Urban Dictionary.
Right. And the people aren't going to know about that because that part's going to get cut out of the...
Yeah, they're going to be like, wait, what?
part's going to be cut out of this episode that you're listening to right now. But if you're listening...
To the Patreon.
If you're a patron listening on a Wednesday, you know exactly what we're talking about.
Feeling good on a Wednesday.
Docking!
I am Lord. Yeah.
So for the Nerd Corporation, my name is Eddie Lyon.
I'm Cole Simper.
I'm Derek Reese.
I'm Nick Lewis.
And I'm Angela Wooden.
Keep it nerdy, y'all.
Bye.
Feeling great on a Wednesday.